Have you seen the devastating preview pictures for When Life Gives You Tangerines? Fans are saddened as Netflix revealed significant hints that this cherished series may have a tragic ending. Our favorite characters may have an unexpected ending, according to the emotional clues concealed in these new stills. We've examined every aspect, and what we found will make you cry, so stay tuned to the very end. When Life Gives You Tangerines is getting ready to say farewell with just 4 episodes remaining, but not in the joyful way that viewers had imagined. The fan community has been rocked by the recently published teaser photographs for the last chapter, which is scheduled to premiere on April 4th. These poignant stills carry on the series' history of making viewers grab for their tissues by hinting at a devastating ending to Winter and Asun's tale. The fact that these pictures resemble the first episode of the show and imply that the plot may recur in the most terrible way possible is what makes them so upsetting. The male character, Gwon-sik, appears to pass away before his wife in one of the most heartbreaking pictures. A heartbreaking scene shows Gum-young crying as she rushes someone to the ER, followed by an old Mrs. Asun sitting by herself, her complexion aged and her hair silver. It's nearly unbearable to contrast this lonesome picture with the flashback of Asun waving joyfully with her 3 kids when she was younger. The direct connection between these teasers and the first scenes of the show, which showed Asun alone in a nursing facility and subsequently alone by the sea, recalling her mother who was carried away by the waves, was immediately apparent to fans. These similarities imply that Asun may wind up facing her most painful winter alone, just as the novel started. Viewers believe When Life Gives You Tangerines has only delivered emotional blows, despite the title's initial promise of a story of encouragement and healing. Characters have experienced a sequence of hardships in all 4 sections, including illness, separation, and now what seems to be a significant loss. In these last episodes, viewers are pleading with the screenwriters for some leniency, even though birth, aging, illness, and death are all normal aspects of life. Why must every beautiful moment be followed by tragedy? And, we understand, life isn't perfect, but must the ending be so cruel? Are just 2 of the comments that have gone viral on social media. Because of how emotionally invested viewers have gotten in Asun's journey, this possible ending is very upsetting. In spite of the difficulties in life, we have seen her strive, develop, and experience moments of joy. Many supporters feel emotionally betrayed by the possibility that she would end up alone, just as she began. This sense of loss is further heightened by the flashback sequences of her with her kids, which leave viewers wondering what might have happened to split up this once happy family. Some fans are hopeful that these teaser pictures aren't actually depicting reality, but rather alternate timelines or terrifying scenes. They draw attention to the fact that K-dramas frequently employ dramatic teasers to build tension before revealing surprising turns. Others predict that Asun may find solace in her memories or re-establish a relationship with her children, even though Gwon-sik may die. However, a far more depressing conclusion is suggested by the overwhelming evidence from these stills. The creators of the show have consistently shown life's struggles without hesitation. They made it clear in the first episode that this would not be your average feel-good drama. However, a lot of viewers contend that genuine storytelling and needless emotional suffering are 2 different things. According to a fan, life gives us enough tangerines that are sour. Can't the fictional ones at least be sweet in the end? It's interesting to note that these last teasers give additional significance to the sea imagery that permeates the series. The sea is frequently seen in Korean culture as both the boundary between worlds and the cyclical cycle of life. Asun's Iing-mi, lonesome position by the water at the start, and possibly the finish establishes a compelling visual metaphor, implying that although people come and go, life's timeless rhythm endures. This demonstrates the painstaking consideration that went into the show's meaning, but it does not ease the fans' acceptance of the possible loss. These teasers remind viewers of every pleasant moment we've witnessed between Asun and Gwon-sik, which is especially painful. They became one of the most adored couples in recent K-drama history, thanks to their quiet love story, which was developed via tiny gestures and shared struggles. It's nearly unbearable to think about them being apart, especially after everything they've been through together. Heartbreak is further compounded by the children's storyline. Asun appeared to be a loving mother in the early episodes. What could have gone wrong to cause her and her children to grow apart over time? Their seeming absence in Asun's old age is made even more melancholy by the flashback scene in which they are all seen waving joyfully. According to some admirers, this may have something to do with the Korean idea of Han, that profound communal grief that results from life's unavoidable losses and separations. Every viewer is plagued by the same question as we get ready for the final episodes. Is there a chance for a last-minute reprieve? Is it possible that the authors are preparing us for sadness in order to provide a last act of grace? The history of K-dramas is replete with series that appeared on the verge of disaster before unexpectedly delivering optimism in their last moments. However, When Life Gives You Tangerines' resolute tone indicates that these latter episodes will remain faithful to its unwavering depiction of life's struggles. One last tragic detail you may have overlooked before leaving is that one of the teaser pictures shows tangerines on a table, untouched. Seeing these fruits left behind could be the most potent hint of all about the conclusion we're about to see in a program where they represented the bittersweet gifts of life. In your opinion, what will transpire in the last episodes? Have these preview pictures persuaded you to brace yourself for disaster, or are you still hoping for a brighter conclusion? Tell us in the comments section below. After the finale airs, don't forget to like and subscribe for our in-depth analysis. We'll be there to share your tears. Regardless of how this tale concludes, one thing is for sure. When Life Gives You Tangerines has permanently changed everyone's heart.